Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's a weekly reading for December 9th to the 15th. Scorpio, this week we have the Deep Replenishment Oracle card. We have the Six of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Fool, the Two of Wands, and the beautiful Nine of Cups for you. So interesting here. I mean, some of you have been called to take a deep rest, and I think it's because a lot of you have just either reached a milestone, had a major accomplishment, or maybe just completed a difficult or challenging situation. So I'm just going to start off by reading out that oracle card, Deep Replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. The most selfless thing you can do is to fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look at things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. To tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give occupies. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it in. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. Yeah, okay, so some of you have definitely been called to retreat a bit this week, and I do feel, with that Six of Wands, I feel like some of you, like I said before, have either recently achieved a major accomplishment, could be a big work project, or organising a big event, that sort of thing. Or for some of you, this could be riding out of a challenging time, completing a difficult life event, that sort of thing. But either way, you are riding out of this with your head held high, with a sense of self-esteem and confidence, and, ready to ride into another chapter. But before we do that, while we've got the opportunity to be in that space in between, I feel like it's a good time to take a pause, to take a rest, and to reformulate a new battle plan, a new direction, before you're going to be invited to take that leap of faith under the full energy. Because, I feel like this is the pause that is happening here. I mean, we've got this Two of Wands. Now, that Two of Wands is known as that life review card. So I feel like some of you might have, completed something, completed a chapter, completed a cycle, and you might have a sense of, well, what's next? You might have sort of arrived at a point where you're not too sure whether, you need to reconnect with the past or, focus on a present or a new future opportunity. The Two of Wands is a card that asks you to step beyond your comfort zone in order to get to these fertile lands out here. I mean, we heard about the barren lands in that Deep Replenishment card. Well, you are about to head into much more abundant times. We can see that. Sometimes you just need to take a breather first, put some plans in place, some solid plans of, how to get there. Because you really do have now, infinite possibilities, the whole world in your hands. Some of you might have freed yourself up from a situation that's kept you small, kept you confined for a period of time. And now all of a sudden you have this wide open space, and you may not know quite what to do with it or what to put in it quite yet. So definitely time to do some future planning, to, really think about your options and maybe untethering past experiences, memories, releasing them for good. But I think this person here, he has a firm clasp on the wand of the future, as does this person here in the Six of Wands. So I really feel like this is the Ace of Wands, and you're really ready for a passionate new beginning, to re-establish your sense of fiery enthusiasm for life, and to take the action now that is necessary, but after taking that brief pause that you need. Because the focus energies that are coming in very soon say that you're going to need every bit of that energy here, Scorpio, because we have the Seven of Cups and the Fool. So I feel that once you actually, start coming out of this rest, this replenishment, start walking that new path, you're going to have a lot of options on the table, and you're going to need that energy to, know which one to pursue, to kind of discern between them. Now, let's start with the Fool. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith. to walk a new path, even though you might not know quite what the destination is or where you're headed, but you just know that it is divine timing to start a new chapter, to trust your instincts, to take the first tentative steps on that new journey. And yes, of course, there will be mountains to scale, like there was coming out of this situation, but we're not worried about that. We're just worried about starting out on that journey. And I think it says here too that you've been through a period of growth, maybe quite alchemical change, self-development, spiritual development, that kind of thing, but you are being guided into this new start. It is the biggest card of new beginnings in the tarot deck. And yeah, I mean, sometimes when we've got that open space, all of a sudden we can be, bamboozled. It's a crazy word, but I like it. With all the options that are in front of us. But, we really need to tune into our intuition to know which opportunities are the ones that might go the distance. Now, opportunities can sometimes look very shiny on the outside, like these cups, but we need to remember that not everything that glitters is gold, and sometimes we need to be discerning and scratch the surface and really look at what's underneath in order to know what to pursue, whether that's in a relationship sense with a person, talking about going for the most attractive person rather than tuning into their values and whether you're truly in alignment with them. If this is a new adventure in career or business, you might want to maybe not go for the job that's paying the most, but really look at the one that's going to offer you the skills that you want, the self-development, the career progression, that kind of thing. So we're taking a leap of faith, but we're also being practical and logical about it at the same time. The Fool also talks about reconnecting with your rebel heart, and for me that means connecting with the energy of an alignment. So choosing to follow the path that is aligned with your soul's purpose and passion. So this is time for you to set out on the journey that suits you, not something that suits anyone else, because that could potentially be what you've been leaving anyway. And there's great promise in this new journey here, Scorpio. We have the Nine of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So here we have, one of the highest cards of wish fulfillment and contentment on a emotional feelings level, love, joy, harmony. And then we've got the King of Pentacles, who is the master of abundance creation, of wealth, of creating stability, solidity on the home front, in the business front too. So it's really saying that this new chapter for you could go the distance and be fulfilling. It could be the whole package that you've been looking for. So you might be called to evoke the King of Pentacles energy, which is practical, wise, visionary, grounded, entrepreneurial. I mean, the King of Pentacles can absolutely discern which of these opportunities to go for, because he is the master of his game. He holds that Ace of Pentacles. He understands about the abundance creation process and where to put his time and energy to expand that and to, keep growing that, to keep growing. And the Nine of Cups, I mean, this is about finding fulfillment on this new journey. So I think it could be deeply fulfilling for you. This person here is taking a pause, taking some rest to put his cups on display, to feel that satisfaction of the achievement so far. But he's on a wooden bench. He's comfortable, but he's not too comfortable, because he knows there's still another cup, that Ten of Cups reality, to go and get. So this has got, a sense of progression about it. This can go the full distance. Whatever this new journey is, it is heading in places that could be actually beyond your wildest dreams here, Scorpio. Beautiful. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it at that. It's a beautiful reading. Strong new beginnings. Don't forget to take that rest that you need. Keep in mind it is a general reading. It won't be for every one of you guys. Feel free to leave me a comment if you'd like to share how it's unfolding in your daily life, because I always love to hear. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.